afternoon. This is Mrs. Kantz, and I would like to go through the lab 1.05 laboratory for using the microscope. So what we're going to do is we are going to first find the lab, and it is under 1.05 laboratory using the microscope. We're going to click on that, and we can scroll up. And first things that we are going to do is we are going to save the lab report. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that. Down here in the corner, it will have a document that I'm going to press that downloaded, and it's going to open up the lab report. First thing I'm going to do is click on the Enable Editing, and I'm going to save as. And I'm going to find my biology folder somewhere in here under Unit 1, and I'm going to save it. Since I've already saved it, I'm not going to save it, but you're going to rename it so that it has your name on it and you know what lab it is. So you would change these numbers to 1.05 and then put your lab, your name on it. Okay, so once we have that, you're going to want to then go into the lesson introduction. In this lesson introduction, you're going to read through this. Right now, it's just giving you the goals for the lesson. Pay attention to these because this is what your outcomes should be, what you should gain out of this. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to open this up right here. This is the student guide. This is your lab instructions. So if you scroll down, this gives you all of your lab instructions. I would recommend printing this off. So up here in the corner, you are going to select print, and then it'll take you to this page and you can print it. If you don't print it off, that's perfectly fine. However, you'll have to flip back and forth between the lab and this to actually get your lab instructions. So it's recommended that you print it off so you have them right in front of you and you don't have to flip back and forth. Next, you're going to read the laboratory guidelines. It is a page that every single lab will have. However, it goes over safety in the labs. Even though this is a virtual lab, you do need to be aware of the lab protocols and safety. So please make sure you read that. Once you've done that, you can go on and it will lead you to the microscope lab. This introduction here, and the lesson here, this answers questions 1 through 3 on your lab report, so please make sure you have that open and out as you are doing this, reading through this. So you'll read through all of these. It's pretty short, but pay attention. And then once you do that, you're going to have a safety alert. Make sure that you read through that. Again, it is virtual, however, you still need to pay close attention because even in a virtual setting, you can still break the microscope slide. So pay attention to that. And then you'll go ahead and read that. And then this is when you are going to enter the lab. So you're going to click on this. And it's going to take you to this. It's going to basically tell you that you are going to leave the course content. And is that okay? Yes, you want to leave the course content because that's how you're going to get into the lab. So I clicked on that link. And as it's loading, just make sure that you guys have your sheet out in front of you, ready to go. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to view the tutorial. The tutorial, you're going to choose pair of gloves. I like blue, so I'm going to choose blue. It's also the middle pair. I always choose middle pair as well. So I'll start here. This gives you a couple ways to navigate the thing. So if you place the mouse over one of the 4 arrows and press the arrow key or press the arrow key to the keyboard, you can scroll through the lab. So these 4 arrows here, I can scroll up. That gives you a different view. So it goes all the way over here to a sink, all the way over here to an empty bench. But we want to, view mostly that. Okay, so click the gear to show how the menu. So I'm just going to kind of click through those. You can read those on your own. So when you get done through your tutorial and you want to start the lab, you can press the home icon to reset the lab. Or if you mess up and you need to review something, you can also click the home icon and it'll restart the lab. So it's going to talk to us for a little bit. I'm going to turn that off. But the first thing you're going to do, it kind of tells you exactly what to do. You're going to remove the microscope cover. You're going to put it off to the side. If I pick that up, let's actually go like this. If I pick that back up, actually it won't let me. Anyway, let's go here. It says cleanse lens with the paper, so I'm going to go ahead and cleanse paper. If I'm going to put it in the spot that it's not allowed to be put, it'll show up as that mark. So, and once I'm done, I want to throw it in the trash, and sometimes it will let me, sometimes it won't. It's just going to let me do that. Down here, I'm going to turn the microscope on, wait till that pointer finger, you're going to click, and then slide the light all the way up so you can see the light. Make sure the nose band or nose piece is at the 4 times magnification. So I'm going to switch that over to the 4-time magnification. And then we're kind of starting here with steps. Let me find it. We're starting in part 1 right now. So we cleansed the lens, we turned on the microscope, we adjusted the diaphragm and ocular to be correct, and turned the nose piece, and now we are on step 6 of part A, and we're going to click on this slide, pick it up, and put it on the slide. So all I'm doing is clicking with my mouse to pick it up, moving it over, and clicking to put it on. And from here, it says under the scanning objective, use the coarse adjusted knob to focus the slide so that the red thread is in focus. To move the microscope view, click and drag the microscope stage. So if I need to find this thread, I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to find the colored thread. And that's close enough for me. And then right here is our course, and this you are going to focus that in. You can use that to find the blue one. You can, since I have both the blue and the red in focus, I'm just now going to focus on the blue. And then I finally need to find the red, the yellow one. So that is all using step 6, finding the 3 different threads. Step 7, I'm not going to go through that one. However, once you do after step 7, that is the end of the tutorial, and then you will be starting the lab. So you'll go through those same steps starting part B, and you're going to place the onion root in the prepared slide under the microscope. Once you get to that point, that's when you are going to need to start drawing and observing. So I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to grab the onion root, and I'm going to put that on. And once I put that on, it will not necessarily always come up with a picture like that. However, I just got lucky in that. And it will show you what you have. You're going to need to use the high power objective, and you're going to need to use the low power objective. So not only are you going to use this one, you're going to use this one, which is the low power, and make sure you focus it in, and you're going to draw that. It's not very focused. This is a fine tune, so if you need to fine tune it a little bit more, that's a good one to use. And then here, and with this one, make sure with the high powered, make sure you're very careful about using that coarse one. Majority of the time, just use the fine tune one. So that's the end of this tutorial. You're going to do that with the onion root. You're going to do that with the diatom. And the last one you are going to do is you are going to use the hay infusion. With the hay infusion, you do have to prepare a slide. So make sure you use the lab instructions carefully for making that hay infusion, which is right here. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me and we can go over this together.